back. A Londoner is now before the courts for accessory to murder and harboring criminal elements, knowing that they were wanted by police for murder. The man appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court today after he was arrested earlier this week with 2 vaults and a briefcase stolen during the Bartica massacre. Edward Lane reports.
34-year-old Shemroy Light has been slapped with 3 counts of receiving and harboring criminals, knowing that they were wanted by authorities for committing murders. The charges state that between February 8 and April 22, Light harbored Rondell Feynman Rollins and his gang, knowing that they committed murder at Bartica on February 17. He was charged too for harboring the same gang, whose names and photos were published in the press between April 22 and June 16 at the Upper Berbice River and at Wismar, Linden, February 8. The 32-year-old Wismar man was also charged for accessories after the fact of a murder. This charge came after investigators on Saturday, August 16, acting upon information found in his possession 2 vaults and a briefcase with documents at the Macabro Trail. Checks on the items revealed that they were the property of the CBR Mining Company, which was attacked during the Bartica atrocity. According to a source close to the investigators, the man maintained his innocence but gave conflicting answers to questions posed to him. The man appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court today and was remanded until August 29 by Magistrate Priya Bihari. The man is the 4th person to be arrested for the Bartica massacre. Edward Lane, the 6 o'clock news.
Rehearsals for Carfest 10 are in full swing at the National Stadium as Guyana comes down to the highly anticipated opening ceremony. From the fashion catwalk to the masquerade bands and dancers, there was a festive mix as our cameraman Mark Murray caught scenes of what can be expected. Performers from across the country and the Caribbean are expected to thrill the audience with their spectacular cultural displays. Over 100 activities will be held at this year's celebrations under the theme One Caribbean, One Purpose, Our Culture, Our Life. The mentally ill man accused of setting the psychiatric ward of the Georgetown Public Hospital on fire has been charged with arson. The 20-year-old former patient appeared in the Georgetown Magistrates Court today in tears. Here again is Edward Lane.
21-year-old Leonard Nelson broke into tears when the charge was read to him by Magistrate Priya Bihari. The psychiatric patient of the Georgetown Hospital is accused of setting the ward on fire last Wednesday. Meanwhile, speaking with NCN after the court appearance, the man's father, Winston Ogle, said it is unfair that only his son was charged since other patients were also in the ward at the time of the fire. While he has not denied his son's involvement, he says he would like to see justice take its course.
There were several other psychiatric patients in the ward. Why is only that this one here they jumped to that they are laying a charge against, right? I ask myself, why is it? Who is the person that said that the this man that committing something that light this fire on? Why could they not out it before it gets to the stage where it gets to?
And Nelson's mother is puzzled that her son is still in police custody since a court order was passed 2 days ago for him to be returned to the Georgetown Public Hospital for examination.
Normally, extract took take it not the first time. Come to the court, swearing to take him into the mental ward. So I get him into the mental ward. He's seen by a doctor. When he's seen by a doctor, admit him into the ward. So he was being admitted about 4 to 5 times already into the ward.
Meanwhile, the distraught mother claims that her son was beaten on several occasions by guards at the hospital and while in police custody. She has also indicated that he was stabbed by another patient earlier this month, but his attacker was never charged. Nelson has been remanded to prison until September 6. Edward Lane, the 6 o'clock news.
The staff of the Guyana Revenue Authority on East and Lamaha streets were sent running following a mysterious call that there was a bomb in the building around 10 hours today. Checks by the fire service, who showed up minutes after receiving the call, revealed that there was no bomb. An investigation surrounding the mysterious call has started. Prime Minister Samuel Hines has expressed his satisfaction with the increased production of bauxite in the Aroraima-Kokwani area. He made this statement in an exclusive interview with NCN's Akila Jacobs, applauding the efforts of Rusal, the new bauxite company. Here's more.
Prime Minister Samuel Hines recently visited the Kokwani Oraima area and made an assessment of the progress made by the new bauxite company Rusal.
When Rusal came in, there was need for rehabilitation of the mining equipment and the need to reestablish mining leads. At the same time, there was an increased demand for bauxite. So they have been in a battle to increase production.
Prime Minister Hines said the company, which owns 90% of the operation in the Kukwani districts, is also pursuing other areas. He notes that the officials of the company have not expressed any particular concerns. However, he said concerns were expressed by miners and residents about the ability to maintain production.
There had been concern expressed by workers and residents in the area about the ability to maintain production in view of the fact that mining had been maintained at a high level, and so there wasn't much opportunity for the preparation, the stripping preparation to advance. There's also, or there were also reports from the area about flooding in the Lamp Island area and in the waterfront, Kukwani waterfront area. And they were the reports of the very poor condition of the trail.
Bauxite Company of Guyana was established in December 2004 within the Agreement on Bauxite Mine Development in Guyana, signed by Rusal and the Government of Guyana. On March 31, 2006, United Company Rusal finalized the transaction acquiring assets of the state-owned Araima Mining Company. Reporting for the NCN News, Akila Jacobs.
Clara Reyes celebrated her 100th birthday in fine style at the Windjammers International Cuisine and Comfort Inn Hotel with family and friends yesterday. The woman, fondly known as Aunt Clara, attended the St. Paul's Anglican School, and after leaving school, she became a domestic helper. She had no children and was married twice, outliving both husbands. Officials from the Human Services Ministry were on hand bearing gifts to the centenarian.